Auzubillahiminesh-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students of 12th class, subject Botany, Boys Higher Secondary School, Nagri. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, I hope you will be safe and sound at your homes and will be enjoying the online classes prepared by your teachers, and I hope you will be enjoying the lessons, the lectures which are delivered by your teachers on daily basis. Now, dear students, you know we are discussing the various questions which are included according to the syllabus, and you also are fully aware that we are discussing the questions of unit first, and so far we have studied and thrown light upon various questions, and yesterday we have studied the double fertilization in flowering plants. Now today we will move ahead and we will throw light upon the development of embryo. So our today's topic is development of embryo. Dear students, when we have discussed the double fertilization, you have studied how the zygote is formed and how the embryo is originated. Now, today in the development of embryo, we will start from the fertilized egg. The fertilized egg is called the zygote or oospore. The fertilized egg is called the zygote or oospore, which follows a predetermined mode of development called embryogeny, by which it gives rise to embryo. So, dear students, you should know that the fertilized egg, which is called the zygote, and that zygote gets development, and that development of zygote is called embryogeny, by which it forms the embryo. Usually, zygote divides immediately after the first division of primary endosperm nucleus, or it may undergo a period of rest which varies from few hours to few weeks or few months. So here you should also remember that after the formation of zygote from the fertilized egg, it divides immediately after the first division of primary endosperm nucleus, or it can undergo a period of rest which can vary from few hours to few weeks or few months. The embryogeny of zygote shows differences in dicots and monocots. It means that the formation of embryo from zygote in dicots and monocots varies and shows the differences, or in other words, the formation of embryo in dicots can be different from the monocots. Now we will take the development of embryo in dicots, and after the development of embryo in dicots we will take or study the development of embryo in monocots. Now, regarding the development of embryo in dicots, we can take the example of Capsula bursa pastoris. This is the name of a plant in Kashmiri. We called it kralamund. Yus أسۍ हंद खेवान छ या kralamund छु तुई बोजमुत नाव कि kralamunduk यस embryo पारो अस तो यह छु गसान fall into dicots, and its scientific name is Capsula bursa pastoris or simply Capsula. So development of embryo in dicots we will study, and we will take the example of Capsula bursa pastoris. So what happens here in the development of embryo in dicots, as you know, it starts from the zygote. The zygote or oospore enlarges in size. First of all, the zygote or oospore enlarges in size, यानी कि इसमें बढ़ोतरी होती है, ये बड़ा होता है, and secretes its own cell wall, और ये अपना cell wall पैदा करता है. Its nucleus divides into two cells by transverse division. इसका जो न्यूक्लियस है वो तकसीम होता है into two cells, दो सेल्स में, by transverse division and forming a basal suspensor cell and terminal embryonal cell. So here you should remember that the zygote, after enlarging in size and secreting its own cell wall, its nucleus divides into two cells by transverse division, and it forms two cells. One is called the basal suspensor cell and the other is called the terminal embryonal cell. So what happens to these two cells? The suspensor cell, जो पहली basal suspensor cell है, it divides transversely. इसका transversal division होता है into 7 or 8 celled suspensor, यानी कि जो suspensor cell है ये तकसीम होती है by transverse division into 7 or 8 celled suspensor. ये एक यानी कि ये एक 7 या 8 cells की suspensor बनाती है. तो while as the embryonal cell, जो embryonal cell, terminal embryonal cell है, it divides longitudinally. इसका longitudinal division होता है into 4 celled quadrant stage. पहला इसका जो division होता है वो longitudinal है और ये बनाता है 4 celled quadrant stage and then into 8 celled octant stage. So here you should remember that after the formation of two cells, basal suspensor cell and terminal embryonal cell, basal suspensor cell divides transversely into 7 or 8 celled suspensor, while as the embryonal cell divides longitudinally into 4 celled quadrant stage and then into 8 celled octant stage. Now the 8 celled octant stage undergoes periclinal division and forms 16 cells. The 8 celled octant stage undergoes periclinal division, forming 16 cells which get arranged into outer 8 protodermal cells and 8 inner cells. यानी कि जो 8 celled octant stage है उसका पेरिकलाइनल डिवीजन होता है और ये बनाता है 16 सेल्स जो अरेंज होती हैं आउटर 8 प्रोटोडर्मल सेल्स एंड 8 इनर सेल्स. जो प्रोटोडर्मल सेल्स हैं they by continuous divisions form epidermis of the embryo. So you should remember here that the protodermal cells or 8 outer protodermal cells by continuous divisions form epidermis of the embryo. ये embryo की epidermis बनाते हैं. जो inner cells हैं 8 inner cells they divide in different planes. उनका मुख्तलिफ division होता है transverse, longitudinal etc. and they give rise to procambium of cotyledonous, hypocotyl and polymer. These are the parts of embryo. So after this what happens to the suspensor cell? जो सस्पेंसर पहले बनती है तो उसका क्या होता है? The suspensor cells situated at the terminal end of suspensor is called hypophysis. The suspensor cells situated at the terminal end of suspensor is called hypophysis, which divides transversally and longitudinally. इसका transverse and longitudinal division होता है, and it forms the three tiers of cells. Cells का 3 टायर बनता है. The inner tier जो है towards the embryo, it forms the radicle of the embryo. The outer tier form the root cap, and the middle tier form the root protoderm. So dear students, you should remember here that the suspensor cells situated at the terminal end of suspensor is called a hypophysis. It divides transversally and longitudinally and forms 3 tiers of cells. The inner tier towards the embryo form radicle, the outer tier form root cap, and the middle tier form root protoderm. Now, the cotyledons arise from the 2 ridges of tissues at the distal region. जो cotyledons है embryo के, they arise from the 2 ridges of tissues at the distal region. In the beginning, जब embryo बनता है, in the beginning it is globular in color. ये globular होता है, and it is called the proembryo. So in the beginning, embryo is globular and is called proembryo, which by continuous growth, जब इसका growth लगातार growth होता है, it becomes heart shaped. यह बना इस पर दिल आसान. A few cells between the bases of cotyledons. A few cells between the bases of cotyledons differentiate to form pilumule. So dear students, this was the development of embryo and dicots. Example, we have taken the capsula bursa pastoris, and diagrammatically you can see first here the zygote. After the zygote enlarges in size and it divides into 2 cells, basal suspensor cell जो ऊपर वाली है and निचली वाली terminal embryonal cell. And after that you see the third diagram, 3 टायर्स ऑफ सेल. सस्पेंसर बनती है ऊपर वाली जो है, ये सस्पेंसर है. इधर जो आप देखते हैं ये वाली ये सस्पेंसर है, एंड दीज आर द 2 सेल्स, बेसल सस्पेंसर सेल एंड टर्मिनल एम्ब्रियोनल सेल. एंड आफ्टर दैट you see the 8 cells and then 16 cells. तो यहाँ पर आप देखते हैं ये सस्पेंसर जो है उधर, तो 2 celled proembryo नीचे. So then the last diagram 8 celled or 16 celled suspensor and नीचे वाला जो है 4 celled proembryo. So these are the stages in the development of embryo in dicots. So this is a diagrammatic representation of development of this embryo in dicots. So dear students, in this way we have completed the development of embryo and dicots, and in our next lecture we will study the development of embryo in monocots. Till date, stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.